right in front of me. Color of her eyes were the color of insanity. Crushed beneath her wave like a ship.
Hey everybody, happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's actually Sunday right now. Just got home from vacation, so I know I didn't put a video out last week, so I will definitely be making up for that. But vacation was great. Just got back from up north. Tons of snow up there. I had a good time with the family and everything, so that worked out. Got some beer to try out just on the way home here. Let's take a look at that here. We got the Dragon's Milk, the High Gravity series from New Holland Brewing. It is a bourbon barrel stout. Comes in at 23 Plato or 10% alcohol by volume. This is their 2012 vintage, so it hasn't been aged for very long. But I am going to go pick up a couple more bottles, one for myself to let sit and age. We'll see how it tastes next year, and I think I'm also going to get one for Clements. And then there's a couple other ones I'm going to grab and package up with my homebrew. That'll send your guys' way here probably this week. Hopefully it'll be in the mail and I can get it out to you real quick. The brew in the bag went real good. I know I talked to some of the guys, told them I'd get a video up on it. I've got it all recorded for the most part, so I'll get that and we'll add it on here at the end. But let's take a shot of this real quick and see how it is. Now, I am by no means a beer reviewer. I'm not going to try to be. I'll let Clements take care of that. Christian and Kevin over there, go check them out. Clements Homebrew. Woo! Not much head on that, but that wasn't a very aggressive pour. Real dark beer. I can smell the malt. Whoops. Ooh. You get that real stout chocolatiness kind of up front, maltiness, a little bit of sweetness, and then it bitters out. Not getting much of the bourbon on it. Yeah, it's kind of in the middle there. You definitely get the bourbon. This is a very good stout, very good beer. I'm going to enjoy this. Check out the brew in the bag. Cheers in 17. Hey everybody, sorry about the semi-crappy camera angle. It's going to be a little tough because today we are doing a brew in a bag stout, and we're going to get started right now. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right to it. Just going to get these empties out of the way. It's a little early, so I haven't opened up a bottle yet, but once we get going here, we might have a home brew with everybody. Alright. Sorry about that. Let me get these cleaned up. What's special about this all grain brew in a bag is, as you can see, there's my kettle over there. It's only a 5-gallon pot. And as you know, fairly standard here, we brew 5 gallons of beer. We're going to do a reduced work boil, just so I can make it work for my setup. And what we're going to start off with is we're going to get our strike water ready. We're going to bring 4.5 gallons or 18 quarts of water up to 153 degrees. We're doing a 4-step mash at this brew in a bag, so this will be our, we're going to start at strike temp. Like I said, 153 we'll bring the water up to, and then from there we'll go to, let's see if I can show it. That'll give us an initial strike temp of 145 degrees, and that'll be our protein rest. We'll do that for 30 minutes, and then I'll show you the next step in a minute. So I'm going to get the water going here and start heating it up. Be back in a minute. Alright, so we got just about 4.5 gallons of water in the kettle, and the nice thing is I've only got to bring it up. I said 153. I forgot to adjust for my grain temp. So we're actually going to bring it up to 154. That little bit, not a huge difference, but still it could matter, making sure we hit. And yes, Lermo, I did double check and make sure that my thermometer was working properly, but my tap water alone was 120 degrees. It's going to start making some noise here as we begin to heat the water, and we're going to bring it up to 154 and we'll mash in. We'll be back here shortly and we'll show you the mashing process. It smells really good. It's got a nice crush on it. And also, don't be afraid to taste your grains. What most people don't know, if you eat grape nuts are made out of 2-row barley. So don't be afraid to taste your grains also before you brew, or even before you buy them. And just chew them for a bit. You get the sweetness and you get that malty, because there's a malt base, or the specialty malts in here. It's good stuff. Doesn't mean the beer's going to be good, but there's a good chance that it's going to turn out anyway. So let's mash in. I'm just going to add them slowly and mix them in. That way I make sure we don't get any dough balls. I'm also going to watch my water level. I'm a little worried about this pot overflowing. Oh hell, let's just go for it. I'm going to do this now so I don't lose too much, but I'm going to have an overflow problem. Well, as this is the first time doing this and it's an experiment, note to self, we will only use 4 gallons next time of water for strike. Damn it. I hate doing this. Makes me cry just a little bit. So next time, 3.5 gallons. But there we go. We have doughed in. Take a look here, and we'll mix. Take a look here, and we'll just get it mixed good. Want to make sure there's no dough balls in there anywhere. It's a little thinner than what I was originally going for. That's alright. It's thinner than what I expected, I should say. We're just going to mix this around and I'll check the temp here. See how we're doing. Shooting for 145. Still creeping up there, but it's creeping up slow. Alright, we'll check on that and we'll be back in just a minute. Alright, well that didn't take too long, just a little mix around, and we hit our rest there, our protein rest, just about spot on. Look at that color already. Nice and dark. We're going to let this sit for 30 minutes and we'll be right back. Alright, so we've been holding 145, 144 pretty spot on without, didn't have to add any heat for the whole 30 minutes. We're going to bring the temp up to 152 here shortly, and basically what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to pull the grains up, pull up the bag so it doesn't burn, turn the burner on and monitor the heat, and keep it mixed around real good so I get good circulation of the water and everything. And once it gets up to 152, we will kill the heat. I'll probably turn it off at about 150 because there will be a little bit of heat rise. We'll kill the heat and let that sit for 30 minutes, I believe it is again. Or I'm sorry, nope, 15 minutes. Chatting with Tony Yates, but he's down working on his electric brewery setup there. He disappeared. He is working on his water filter, so we'll be back and we'll get him to say hi later, and we'll talk to you shortly. Alright, now we're going to the sacrification rest. That's a 45-minute rest that I got set up at 156 degrees. We're working on heating it now. I found it's easier just to make sure I keep the grain bed moving instead of trying to lift it and heat the wort back up. It's a lot quicker, a lot easier, and it also helps to keep the temperatures even throughout, and it's a good way to prevent dough balls from occurring, in case you had any when mashing it. So I've been mixing for a little bit. I'm going to take the temp and see where we're at. Got to sit for a minute. Yeah, that's better. Alright, we got her up to temp now. I'm going to give it one good stir to kind of evenly distribute the heat because it is a little lopsided. And we're going to let it sit. Hi guys.
How's it going?
It's going. There's Tony working on his brewery, and then we got Justin from Derby City hanging out during the brew session.
Don't listen to anything that's complete lies. I'm just kidding.
This is how we consider ourselves not to be alcoholics, right? Because we socially drink.
Yeah. We are not. I don't know. I'm not started drinking yet. You gotta try that video I was looking at it a little bit.
Well, shit. We're on the sacrification rest right now. Got about 30 minutes left in that. Pulled off a little sample of the wort, and I didn't have any scotch, so I put some rum in there. Normally called a hot scotchy, but it's good stuff. Nice chocolatey taste, and it'll hopefully be a damn good stout. We're just going to do a mash out at 168 degrees, and then we'll move on to the boil. I'm not going to film all that, but so far it's going good. All I can say is temperature control is a bitch, and one of the things to help with that is to keep stirring because you'll get hot spots. We'll be back with the boil. See ya. Alright, we got Tony hanging out with us. He's working on his setup right now and actually filming for his video for next week, I'm thinking. Listen to a little bit of Apocalyptica. We got the boil going with the first hop edition already in. We got... sorry, we're all over the place here today. We've got 38 minutes, and then we'll add the final hop edition and Irish moss, and then we'll go to flame out. One thing I will say about this whole process is don't do the brew in a bag mash the way I did. I did not get the efficiency I wanted. It could have worked out better, but the temperatures are just impossible to control. I was finding it was very difficult to try and do the step up with the temperatures, but not a big deal. Still gonna be a dry stout. It's still within guidelines for a dry stout. I did adjust my beersmith to just check the numbers and everything. So it's coming along good, and we should be done here probably in the next hour and a half or so. We're gonna do the no chill, so I'll show that when I get to it. Other than that, I'm just gonna hang out here with Tony and chat and let the boil go. Cheers and 17. Alright, so the boil's all done. We've removed the hops in the hop bag. And we got Tony set up down there for the action shot. And we're going to pour this into the fermenter and no chill it. That's the brew day. You know how it goes from here. We'll talk to you later.